What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. I'm a little sick. Last 2 weeks has been crazy. Reason why I haven't posted another video for maybe a couple of weeks or so. Anyway, so what's going on today? Beautiful day outside. Came to the gas station. Favorite place for the H2. It looks beautiful outside. I'm taking the H2 to the car wash. In between all of that, I'm gonna take the time to introduce myself. How did I get into a Hummer? Why Hummer and not any other vehicle? Why the H2 and not the H3 or the H1? Which, by the way, I've owned all three of them. By the way, if you're new to the channel, this is the first video you're watching, you landed in my channel because somebody told you about. My name is Tony. I own this 2004 Hummer H2. By the way, you want to know what gas prices look at in LA right now? There you go. That's how much fun it is to fill this thing up. How much does it take to fill up? About $80 something. Average a week, I put about probably like 100, 120 a week. So you gotta pay to play. So we made it to the car wash. The H2 is right there, you can see it. I've been coming to this place for a long time now. When I feel lazy, I come and drop it off right here. This guy's doing an excellent job, and they're fast. Alright, so if you guys wonder where the accent comes from, I'm Cuban. I was fully on born in Cuba. My mom is US citizen. My father is full on born in Cuba. I'm gonna leave that area right there because that area right there, there's background music and I don't want my video to get monetized. So now we got that out of the way. I'm Cuban. That's where the accent comes from. I speak fully on fluent Spanish, which if you might seen some of my previous videos, you might seen a little bit of that. So I got here in '96, lived in Miami for probably a couple of months. After Miami, I ended up in Connecticut, a few years in Connecticut, ended up back in Tampa, Florida. Now, somewhere in 2003, I believe, Bad Boys came out, and the movie Bad Boys came out, and there was a scene at the back of the movie where they get this yellow H2, and they go through a bunch of houses and everything. I knew that the H2, let me get this out of the way, okay? People on the internet has been brainwashed to hate the H2 because it's not the real Hummer, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I get it, okay? So if you watch a video and you're about to get into the Tahoe thing, go ahead, fill out my comment section. Anyways, but I'm fully aware that it's not an H1. I have got the H3, H2 now obviously, and the H1, so I know what I'm driving. The look of the H2 caught my attention. Yes, H1 is the coolest thing, whatever. The look of the H2 caught my attention on that movie. A year after that, 2004, end of 2004, life took a little twist, so I ended up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania with family. I was doing pilot training in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I have never had my own finance picked car that I liked, and I said, you know what, it's about time. I was 24 at the time, going on 25, and I said, you know what, it's about that time. What do I get? And first thing that came to mind was actually not 2000. Let me correct that. It was 2005. It was summer of 2005. I moved to Pennsylvania at the end of 2004, but summer of 2005, I'm like, you know what's gonna be the first car? I went to a Mercedes-Benz dealership, didn't see anything that I like, and then I said, you know what, why get a car that's not what I actually like? And that has been my whole life. If I get a car, it's gotta be something that I like, something that's worth for me to make the payment. Don't just get a car for, oh yeah, that's cheap, I'll get that one. Nah. Anyways, what do I get? I said, you know what? Let's try a Hummer. General Motors came out with the H3 in summer of 2005. The H3 is the only Hummer out of the 3 models where you can pick from automatic or manual. H2 is only automatic. H1 it's only automatic. I have seen a couple of H1s with manual transmissions, but these are swaps that people have made. The few that I've driven from, like really military on H1s are not manual. So out of all 3, remember, coming out of the dealership, we're talking civilian, not military. The H3 was the only model where you could pick from automatic or manual. I picked a red one. I'm gonna dig a picture later on. I think there's a couple of pictures though. I wasn't a picture guy back then. 2005, I wasn't thinking of YouTube or anything at all. That's how it all started. I got an H3. After the H3, I test drove a 06, I believe, H2, which happens to be the same color as the H2 that I have right now. Nothing special about pewter. It's just that that's the one I found at a price that I like, and I went for that one. I would have preferred maybe a black one or the blue one. The blue marine, you don't see those a lot. Anyway, so test drove the H2. I liked it, but not that much. It was comfortable, still comfortable to this day, 2019. And then I had a chance to drive the H1 for about probably 3 months. After 3 months, I decided, if you watching this video have an H1, you own an H1, you know that an H1 is not a car for daily driving. So I said after 3 months, nah, this is not for me. And then I went back to an H3. 2007, somewhere in that time, I left Hummer for good. Like, I got rid of the H3, no more Hummer. A few years later, back on an H2, which is the one you see on my videos right now. And till today, I've owned all the cars you see on my videos though, and I plan on buying all the cars. But the H2, I like it. I like the look of it. I'm not a fully on off-road guy. I have been to plenty of places with the H2. I haven't spent a lot of money on upgrades, like lifts and stuff like that. That's coming. The few off-road experience I've got with the H2 only require another set of rims and some more aggressive tires. But by the way, the reason why I have regular tires on my H2, I mean freeway tires kind of, which is the BF Goodrich tires that come with the H2, it's, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to drive around with these big, thick tread tires on the pavement. But that's my opinion. If you have a Jeep or a Hummer or a truck or whatever SUV, and you like them, you want to spend that much money on tires and every year replace them, this is your vehicle. I'm the kind of guy that likes to agree to disagree. So that's your opinion. That's fine. But in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to spend all that money on off-road tires for daily driving. They're not doing you a favor. Yeah, it looks cool when you pull out to the mall, whatever. But anyway, so I haven't modified the H2 heavily like some other people have, but if you have a good spotter and you have a functional brain, when you go off-roading, that's all you need. You might want to air down your tires, yeah, a little bit more aggressive than the BF Goodrich that come with the H2, depending on the situation you're gonna go for. A little bit more aggressive tire. The H2 has a space to put something like that, and then you might need to air down the tires a little bit. And that's all you need. So that's the reason why you don't see my H2 heavily modified. But now that I'm doing this YouTube thing, trust me, some pretty cool modifications are coming. So there you go. That's how I ended up with an H2 and how the old H2 fever started. So we're done with the H2. It looks better than before. I should have done a before and after comparison, but there you have it. I don't know how long it's gonna last like this. It probably won't last long, but we'll see.